Hey, this is Off the Cuff, and I'm Steve from TorahFamily.org. You know, on multiple occasions, Yeshua said the words, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear," like in Mark chapter 4, verse 9. Also, Mark chapter 4, verse 23. And also Luke 14:35. So, do you have what it takes to hear the voice of the shepherd? Here's something to consider. John 10:27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Listening takes effort, in order to hear the right voice, that is. And there are so many voices out there, but only one that needs to be heard. Yeshua said, "My sheep hear my voice." So we have to ask ourselves if we are truly hearing his voice. And if we are we obeying it? I want to share something that I thought was rather interesting. Dog whistles are mainly only heard by dogs and some other choice animals that can hear the frequency of that whistle. The frequencies these whistles put out are considered to be in the ultrasonic range. The range of human hearing is typically considered to be between 20 hertz and just over 20,000 hertz. The top end of a dog's hearing range, however, is about 45,000 hertz, while the range of a cat can go as high as even 64,000 hertz. This enables them to hear high-frequency sounds made by their preferred prey, namely small rodents. The frequency of most dog whistles are within the range of 23 to 54,000 hertz. So they're above the range of human hearing. To human ears, a dog whistle makes only a quiet hissing sound. While it can be faintly heard, it's not very dominant and seems completely insignificant and ineffective. Thus, a dog whistle is only used for dogs and selected other animals. Interestingly enough, according to a study done by K.M. Kendrick, sheep hear well into the ultrasonic domain as well, as much as up to 42,000 hertz. Do you see a parallel here? Yeshua said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Just as only certain animals can hear a dog whistle, only followers of Yeshua can truly hear and distinguish his voice. Only those who are his can hear his frequency. To the rest of the world, it may seem completely insignificant and even foolish, thus being ineffective in their lives. It makes me think of the words Paul said to the Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 1:18. "For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God." Remove all the voices in your life today that pull you away from him. Then, focus on listening for his voice. Tune your ears and full attention to his frequency. Remember, others may consider it insignificant and a complete waste of time and even foolishness. But you and I know otherwise. And don't forget, the closer you walk to him, the better you'll hear his voice. The quieter you still yourself, the more apt you are to listen to him. We need to prepare ourselves to be ever ready for when he does speak. His voice may not come when or how you expect. Just like in the example of Elijah. Consider 1 Kings chapter 19. Yahweh said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of Yahweh, for Yahweh is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before Yahweh. But Yahweh was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake. But Yahweh was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but Yahweh was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. When Elijah heard it, he pulled his cloak over his face and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Maybe it's time to start focusing on the little things. Turn your attention to the need of being quiet before Him. Listen for His voice as He speaks ever so gently. While many may be looking for Him in the big and obvious signs, how many of them are missing Him when He speaks through a gentle whisper? If He whispered to you today, would you hear it? Think about it. Pray about it. But more than anything, be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. Until next time, Shalom.